Hi, Ali today. Hope you're having a good day. It's very windy here in the UK. There's been a bit of tree damage and everything like that, but you know, all in all, my next door neighbour's garden, their fence has blown down, which is pretty sad. Yeah, pretty bad for them. Today I'm going to do a little chat and a flip through of the Chrysalis tarot. I don't know, there's been a lot of sort of, well, negativity really that I've seen about this. I myself think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's really cool. It comes in a sleeve. It's not an amazing sleeve, but it does the job, because you've got your book, you can put them all in. Put those in there. You, as well as the guidebook, you get a little, your normal little white book. It's, how many pages is this? 59 little pages. It's got a pentagram 5-card spread in the back. This is by Tony Brooks and Holly Sierra, and they've got a lot of different aspects, because you've got here the traditional title for the fall is now Merlin, and it's, I think it's really nice. They're like merrymakers, you know, and you've got 4 suits as you normally do, but in this one you've got stones are pentacles, mirrors are cups, spirals are wands, and scrolls are swords. And there's lots of good things, I think, in this deck. I think it's beautiful. It comes in your normal little tuck box, little flippy box. I always have trouble getting these out, but today I ain't, which is really good. It tells you about, you get a card, tells you about Tony Brooks and Holly Sierra. Backlands are gorgeous. Cardstock's not too bad. But the cards, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And I'll just show you in here. Hang on, bear with me. 2 of stones, which would be your 2 of pentacles. I think they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love bears. Got your 3 of mirrors, which would be your 3 of cups. Isn't that cute? Ace of stones. You see probably in the glare, is that? I find that, that's a bit iffy, isn't it? I think it's really good, but yeah, keep on my face. Your 9 of spirals, which is your wands. There. Ravens or crows, I'm not sure which they are. I think that is beautiful, isn't it? So gorgeous. I just think there's some, I mean, the cardstock's not too bad, do you know what I mean? I don't think so. Knight of Stones, that's amazing. And they're called the Troop, the court cards. I'll try and find you. I love that one, I've got to show you that one. 10 of Pentacles. She's amazing. Right, I'll try and find you. It's the Chariot. Her and the Hunter. It's holding everything up. I think it's pretty cool. I like this. The 6 of spirals, 6 of wands, all are washing out to dry. What are you going to choose? What are you going to wear? And this thing is absolutely amazing. It's the Hermit or Storyteller. So beautiful. Holding the light to show the way. She's in contact with herself. She's connected with herself. Beautiful card. Wheel of Fortune. I like that. I love the Magician. The Ravens. The all-seeing eye. You've got everything. You just need to work out how to use it. The magic is within. The Lovers, I think, are so pretty too. Papa Legba, his strength. I think is really cool. Right now, I'm going to try and read you a little bit. It does go into a lot more in the actual book itself, but in your little white book, it says about Papa Legba. Traditional title, strength, attribute, inner strength. And it says here, Papa Legba whiles away his time on a stone wall in the middle of the 22 major arcana. He stands between you and destiny's pathway higher up on the ridge. 2 candles, an unusual staff and a handy knapsack indicate he is master of the mystical gateway between you and your subconscious mind and the other world. Summoned by drum beats of spiritual wakefulness, Papa navigates your chrysalis exploration of the unseen world. He reminds you that inner strength and self-control are required to attain higher consciousness. In your reading, Papa draws attention to desires that may pose a conflict to personal destiny and self-fulfillment. Depicted by the engraving on the rock wall, Papa Legba asks you to let go and surrender your ego to the guidance found in the reading. So you've got to get your strength from within. I love him. I think he's really, really smart. Really cool. And in your book, in the main guidebook, it has, I'll just try and find you one of them. Okay, a lot of people don't like this one. It is Merlin as the fool, a hero. But I like it. You know, Merlin was known for taking chances and for going with his instinct and what he believed. And I'm just going to try and find, it says here, this is a little bit, they give you a chapter about LP and Merlin, and then you've got things about the Holy Grail, all different things, and you've got like the storyteller's vision quest, shamanism, there's a bit in there about shamanism. A bit about magic is real. And then they got Morgan, things about Morgan's rebirth. And it's quite, you know, it does tell you a little bit of history on things, which is really good. But about Merlin, it says, according to this mythology, there is no fixed law, no established knowledge of God set up by any prophets or priests that can stand against the revelation of a life lived with integrity in the spirit of its own brave truth. That's by Joseph Campbell. It says here, in In the quote above, Campbell, the world's best known mythologist, I got it, references the quest for the Holy Grail, which he termed the founding myth of Western civilization. And it says, Grail mythology lies at the heart of hero's journey, the journey of self-discovery that leads to spiritual transformation, the journey that is the essence of tarot. In Chrysalis Tarot, our journey begins with Merlin, who, in his stand-in role as the archetype of self, accompanies and guides you on your own personal journey through the cards. Merlin, the mystic and legendary guardian of the Holy Grail, the world's best known spiritual alchemist. Merlin plays the role of your alter ego or best friend forever in Chrysalis. In every reading, Merlin the mystic stands at your side to coach, comfort and nudge you forward. He speaks through your inner voice, your robust imagination and inspired intuition. The two most important qualities on the hero's journey are active imaginations and mindful attentiveness, the way that you cannot possibly miss a thing. So I think that's really, really, really good. And that's just a little bit about the history, and then you've got the bit about the actual card itself. It says, when we decided upon Merlin as our hero, the decision immediately brought to mind the explorations at Tintagel on the romantic Cornish coast. That's absolutely beautiful there. Cornwall and Tintagel, I don't know quite how they pronounce it. Tintagel. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's where the story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and everything is. It says, especially memorable was my trek to Merlin's cave. It was very atmospheric, and one could easily envision Merlin approaching, his cloak glimmering with his staff held high to light the darkness of the cave. I wanted our Merlin to appear as one of the wizards of my childhood, approachable, loyal, dependable, somewhat wizened but ready for adventure and the task at hand. And it just goes into a lot of things. It says Merlin portrays the archetype of the wise old man. Hopefully he brings new life and high hopes. He represents your alter ego, friend, spirit guide and mentor who remains by your side as you interpret the cards. So he's got his cat with him, he's got his snake with him, he's got a lot of things. And Merlin did go on a lot of adventures. Merlin was classed as being a bit of a risk taker, but he just enjoyed it. You know, he enjoyed life. He done it. He created magic, and I think that's what the Fool's all about. We can all, if we take that step, we can create our own magic. Everything's magic. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. It's really doing my nut in, but I don't know how to get rid of it. He's got his little cat with him. I think it's probably cool. But all in all, I think they're a beautiful deck. I love it. I love the quality of the book is really good, and it goes into a lot of detail about the mythical and the legends. At the back, it tells you a little bit about the authors. It tells you the Chrysalis fairy ring spread. So you've got quite a lot in here, a lot to, you know, deal with. The Pilgrim, the Messenger of Scrolls. So you've got a lot, and it does the Poet, the Mentor of Scrolls. I think it's just beautiful. The book is really good quality. A really chunky book. I don't know how many pages it is. About your acknowledgements in the back, which is only 2 pages of those, is 213 pages. And you also get one of these in there. It is for the fairy ring spread, which I just said if I can open the blooming thing. I just think it's really good. I know it's been, you know, it's been out a while, but it's new to me because I've got a few decks now. I did have a couple of, I have got a couple of sort of old faithful ones, what I've been using for a long time. I'm now sort of expanding what I've got, trying different things, seeing what I like and what I don't like. What I don't like, I will either gift or, I don't know, gift or sell, or I don't know, swap, trade. But yeah, so it all slides into it. Again, I always put my things, because like in this one, tells you a bit in the back, is by US Games. Boxes, like I say, flimsy, but there you go, it's okay. Right, I'm going to have a little break from doing the cards, and I'm going to show you this. I reckon you've all got this there, or a lot of you have it, the original one. I didn't have that, and I thought, because I love Melissa Sonova, I love the kitchen table tarot. I think that's an amazing book. I refer to it all the time. It's blank, it's straight to my way of thinking. I also use, obviously, Holistic Tarot, Benabel Wem, but I thought I'd get this one. When I first looked through, I was like, you know, it's a really good book. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good book. I thought, oh, I don't know. I don't know if that connects. It's crazy things that Rachel Pollock were talking about, the, you know, the bee's knees of tarot. I thought, I'm not sure, but it's good. It's really good. It's just coming from Melissa Sonova, which is a really modern take, and you know, the modern way that she does everything, says everything, and to go back, but it's amazing. I would say get it if you haven't already got the original. This is a little bit updated. I'm not sure what's updated because, like I said, I haven't got the original. But it's amazing. It's really good. Really, really good. And I'm reading a fiction book at the minute. I don't know if any of you have heard of him. Witchwood George Mann. Tell you what it's about. It's absolutely amazing. There's only 2 in this series. There's this one, which is the first one, and then there's the next one. This one is, after losing her job and partner in one fell swoop, journalist Elspeth Reeves is back in her mother's house in a sleepy village of Willesby under Witchwood, wondering where it all went wrong. Then a body is found in the neighbouring Witchwoods, a woman ritually slaughtered, with cryptic symbols scattered around her corpse. Elspeth recognises these from the local myth of the Carrion King, a Saxon magician who once held a malevolent court deep in the forest. As more murders follow, Elspeth joins her childhood friend to investigate, and the two discover sinister village secrets harking back decades. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's, you know, it's not so sort of harsh that you're like, oh, I can't read that. It's quite big writing. But it's absolutely amazing. Trying to see. I got this one from W.H. Smith's, but there's quite a lot in online. So that's a couple of books for you. Lastly, whoa, glare on, that's really big. Isn't it? Blessed Be, the Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. It's quite sort of, it's Blue Angel, so I think most of you know cardstock. Back of the cards, beautiful. I love, love, love that card. I think it is so beautiful. Most of them are so gorgeous. And they're all blessings for you. You know, for like every day, or if you want to pull, whenever you want to pull them, really. Finish off a reading just to give, you know, a little bit of light. If you're doing a reading for somebody else, you can just pull one, and it is a blessing. To finish it off, which I think is a really nice touch, you know, because sometimes people go away and their heads are a bit, oh gosh, you know, but this sort of leaves it as it is. Maybe I love that one. That is so cool. I think we're coming up to my favourite one. You know, sometimes we've got battles to face ourselves and things. Whether ravens or crows. But you, sometimes when I look through the cards, this one reminds me of Celine Dion. I don't know why, the face. Sometimes I just see people, or who they resemble to me. See that one? A blessing to bring clarity. You know, whatever reading you might have come. You know, I love this one. That's beautiful. Blessing of the earth. Blessing on a friendship. She reminds me of Joan of Arc. No, not that one. Blessing to find your way. I think that's number 24, so I'll give you a quick read of that one. See what it says. Maybe for you today. A blessing for when we find ourselves utterly lost and unsure of which way to go. Whichever direction we turn, it seems as dense and dark as the other. There is no one to show us the way. There is no light for which we see the path. There is no map for where you find yourself. When we find ourselves in that space where we are utterly bereft of where to turn, what to do, or whom to trust, let this blessing help you find your way once again. You once knew where you were headed. You once knew who you were. You once could trust in that inner compass that would help you turn and walk to the true north of your life. But now you are lost. You are without direction and seem only to entangle yourself more with every turn and twist as you seek to escape. This blessing will help you still your movement and rekindle the quiet, knowing within you once again. May you surrender to this moment and let yourself be still and quiet a while. May you seek not to move, but to observe and to feel and to come back into connection with yourself. May you feel the reweaving of yourself with yourself. And as you do this, may you be blessed with the sight to pierce the darkness and see what lies ahead. When that moment comes, may you begin to feel your compass stir and turn and point to a path. May you begin to rediscover who you are, and in that rediscovery come a knowing of what the person you are must do next. May a sense of relaxed and graceful certainty begin to deliver you from this period of vulnerability, yet let the gifts of understanding and compassion of the inner knowing which can unite us all be with you always. For you have been lost, and in the acceptance of that, and in the strange comforting rest of that, may you now give yourself the space and time to allow your core to speak to you again, for its voice has been dulled a little by the noise of the world and the apparent certainty of who you are. When we lose that, we can finally have the moment in which we can see the soul clearly without bias and cliche. We find ourselves through the losing of who we thought we were, and where we ought to go. May this process of loss and then re-enrichment bring you the blessing of your own self. Blessed be. And on that, guys, I will say ta-da. See you soon. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.